and do not feel empowered in the same way that other women
So,
have.
Nancy, Erika Smith, that brings me to this, I think, critical point. We all want to say kumbaya, like we're in some new world, but it takes the media and the pressure of a big investigative bombshell for this kind of thing to happen. It doesn't take the woman who comes in and says, someone on the air just called me a slut, or I think my boss has been behaving really badly for several years.
Well, that's because of the culture we've lived in until Gretchen Carlson sort of blew it up and outed it. Because we were forced, all women have been repeatedly forced into non-disclosure agreements, which is great for the harasser. He gets to keep harassing. And a lot of people, in 20 million Americans, have been forced to sign arbitration agreements. So our court system is closed to victims of sexual harassment, so we don't learn. So really, it is the truth that journalism and not the law has blown this open, and women, I think, probably because of who our president is, have said enough is enough. It's time for us to speak up. We need to end this. We can't work under these conditions.
I just ask you as a lawyer, do you think they're really safe? I mean, they see these reports, they see all these big heads rolling, and then they maybe get emboldened by it, but there's no big press that's going to follow them into the walking mall shop where they feel they're getting harassed, and they'll go into their boss. And what do you think is going to happen to them in this wonderful new climate?
Well, hopefully some organizations are getting the message that women are not I'm thinking that we are I'm getting calls from women in every industry, high and low. But I think that you raised an important point about your experiences with Matt Lauer, because it's about power. Sexual harassment is about power. And it seems like the women that were targeted were the women who didn't have power.
I just want to buttonhole this whole thing, or button up this whole thing by saying that the attorney for the accuser has made it clear that this woman brought the concern to management, did not bring a lawsuit. So let's all be real clear as we go to the office tomorrow and talk this through.
Looking for a monetary settlement.
There you go. Over the course of several hours, my client detailed egregious acts of sexual harassment and misconduct by Mr. Lauer. In fewer than 35 hours, NBC investigated and removed Mr. Lauer. It goes on to say, I am awed by the courage my client showed to be the first to raise a complaint and to do so without making any demands other than asking the company to do the right thing. I think that is so important in all of this, because I know a lot of people will be saying this whole movement is jumping the shark. All these women are looking for something. They're looking for something because they know they can get something. All of these settlements. Apparently that woman just wanted her story to be told. I'm going to just hold for a minute, but you know what? I still want to hear more. I don't think we're done. Right after this break, we're going to continue the story. Reva Martin's going to join the conversation too.